What's up everyone, Shirley here. Back today with some more heroic PTR testing in Manaforge Omega. Today we're looking at the second boss of the raid, Loom'ithar, the big spider bug thing right here that you're seeing. Right here on the rip, just playing standard single target. There are some ads per se, but they're not like frequent enough to warrant any kind of AoE spec or anything like that. We are not lusting on the pole, we're saving it for the second phase of the fight. It is a two-phase boss, and getting into the first set of mechanics here, you see this big ring that was closing in. There is a tank frontal that comes out that the tank has to aim at one of the ads on the sides of the room to break their little shield. That way the rest of the raid can turn and kill them and create a gap in the ring as it closes so you can pass through it, just like Aranog back in Dragonflight. I can't remember the name of the raid. But anyway, here's the tank frontal, this piercing strand. Now, it will kill you if you're DPS. I tried to spell reflect it, you can't do that, so don't stand in the tank frontal. You can, they get a couple of them, so they can actually hit multiple of these infused tangles, so you don't really need to break multiple ones, but if you have classes in your raid that can benefit from cleaving off of another target, you know, it could be beneficial. Right here, as we hit the transition period at 67-ish%, the boss will do this big AoE explosion, and you're supposed to run to the outsides of the room and just get out of that before it kills you. We found on heroic PTR testing, at least anyway, that you can just stack all your personals and CDs and just stand in it, basically. We lost one person there, but it was pretty safe for the most of us. I don't imagine you're going to want to do that once it goes on live, but we were at 676 item level, I believe, for this test, and it was possible then, so who knows, maybe it'll still be that way. At least in normal, I could see that happening. But yeah, there's not a ton of mechanics going out here. We're just killing this next tangle. The boss will periodically put these orb circles on the ground that fall from the sky. Just get out of them so, you know, you don't get one shot by multiple ones stacking. You can live through one of them for sure, with a, you know, a small personal like spell reflect or something, but you don't want to stack in a bunch of them. It's just safer to get out of them. And as we hit 50% HP, we enter phase 2. Now this is where everything interesting is going to happen. The boss is going to drop from the ceiling and splat this, you know, pool on the ground underneath her, and then she's going to start doing these tank frontals, and we want to be soaking each of these. They're split soaks, and we decided to split our raid again because it gives you a debuff that's a dot. As it is right now, it wasn't stacking, but it'll probably stack on live. So we went ahead and divided the raid into two groups. So the first group soaks, then the second group soaks, of course, and just alternating. And each time these soaks go out, the boss will leave a big purple puddle underneath, and this big purple puddle expands increasingly faster as it gets bigger. So what we're going to want to do is drag her to the edge of the room, and I completely spaced off one of the mechanics during phase 1. Random people, mostly ranged it seems, will get tethers on them. They'll link them together, and all you got to do is run away from each other to break the tether, but when you do that, it'll drop a little web on the ground. So we were taking those to the edge of the arena and breaking those and getting those, you know, completely away from the boss. So when we hit phase 2, we're probably going to drag the boss towards those tether locations. That way you can, you know, drop the big puddles next to the already existing puddles and then just work your way, you know, clockwise around the room, basically. So you have plenty of room and, you know, bloodlust in phase 2, so you kill the boss before the room is completely filled. There's Loom'ithar. If you have any questions, thank you for watching. Leave them down below. I'm going to break up my sentence like that. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Peace.